Electric cars to buy in 2023. The modern age of commuting is here, and it's electric-powered. 2022 has been termed a period when electric vehicles saw a new dawn. Many companies jumped on the trend to make new all-electric car models. As 2023 is around the corner, more models are expected to hit the market. Should you wait for 2023 if you are looking to buy a new electric car? Stay tuned, and don't touch that dial, as we are going to see the best EVs of 2023. First on our list, we have Audi A6 e-tron. Every other Audi you see these days is a hulking SUV, yet the business was once famed for its sleek saloons like the A6. It hasn't given up on them, as seen by the next, newest generation A6, which will have an e-tron electric model. A few years ago, a thinly disguised prototype debuted as a four-wheel drive concept vehicle with two engines delivering 469 horsepower and supercar-level performance. There will also be dual-motor production variants and milder two-wheel drive A6 e-trons. Rapid charging will be available using 800-volt technology similar to that seen in Porsche Taycans. When connected to a suitable quick charger, the A6 e-tron will have enough power to go around 200 miles in under 10 minutes. After 15 minutes, it will take up to 80% charge. The automobile is built to effectively clear the air, and even the paint is designed to minimize drag and deflect solar radiation, keeping the Audi cooler and its air conditioning working less. It remains to be seen if the prototype's headlight technology, which can display text and even films, will make it into production automobiles, but it would surely give a necessary one-upmanship over the Tesla Model S. Prices should start at €50,000, $56,345 upwards. The Ocean is an all-electric SUV, roughly the same size as Skoda Enyaq or Volkswagen ID.4. It is based on Fisker's all-new lightweight chassis and will be offered in front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations when the full range is ready. The line will begin with the top-spec Edition 1 vehicle, which will cost €59,000 and have a range of around 340 miles. More inexpensive models with lower ranges are expected later next year and until 2024, with an entry-level vehicle for around €35,000. Although the Ocean's electrical system will be 400 volts rather than the 800 volts seen in the Kia EV6, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and Porsche Taycan, Fisker promises both battery choices will be capable of DC fast charging at rates of up to 250 kilowatts. This would put it on level with Tesla, which provides a comparable speed with a 400-volt system. If this is true, the Ocean will be able to add around 100 miles of range in less than 8 minutes and an 80% charge in less than 30 minutes, which is quite impressive. Next on the list, we have a luxury branch of the biggest car maker in the world, Toyota, the 2023 Lexus RZ 450e. The Lexus RZ 450e, designed from the ground up to be an EV, will be the premium brand's first all-electric vehicle in the United States in 2023. The small crossover will be powered by two electric motors with a combined output of 308 horsepower and a 71.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The RZ models will be equipped with the steer-by-wire technology. Like the Toyota BZ4X on which it is based, will have its steering wheel replaced with a steering control with a compact shape. It is rumored that the new design will be the yoke-style tiller Lexus showed off earlier in 2022. The RZ 450e will be available around the end of 2022. Our next car comes from Germany. BMW's 5 Series Executive Large Saloon has been the Audi A6's direct competition for decades, so it's no surprise that an i5 all-electric version will compete with the A6 e-tron. The i5 will take the iForce technology and wrap it in a spacious, four-door body, with a touring estate predicted for 2024. This implies that power outputs will be comparable from model to model, with the entry-level i5 eDrive 40 replicating the equivalent iForce 250 kilowatt motor. There will be a single-motor rear-drive variant and an all-wheel drive twin-motor derivative with up to 536 bhp power. The range will most likely be at least 300 miles between charges. The production will begin next year. Yes, the design is more classic BMW than the previously unveiled, rather odd new 7 Series and i7. The new Panda is essentially a reworking of design concepts that date back more than 2 decades. Its successor will be much different because it will be powered by electricity. Fiat marked its 120th anniversary in 2019 with the Centoventi. This show car pays homage to the original 1980 Panda by being quite square. A scaled-down Centoventi with Panda emblems is set to get into production. It will likely be larger than the current Panda and have a less is more minimalistic style with a modern twist on the original form. Nissan has been selling the Leaf EV since 2010, and the 2023 Nissan Ariya, which will be available by the end of this year, will be the company's second all-electric nameplate. The Ariya was announced in 2020. However, its release was postponed due to COVID and component shortages. Based on what we've seen so far, the Ariya should be worth the wait. We're especially taken with its futuristically attractive but utilitarian cabin, and others will like the fact that it's an SUV with all-wheel drive and a liquid-cooled battery pack with a range of roughly 300 miles. The Kia EV9 will debut in the first quarter of 2023, following in the footsteps of the brand's award-winning EV6. The EV9 is aimed directly at the vast American market for large SUVs, so don't expect it to be suitable for city streets. In terms of size, the EV9 will match automobiles like the Range Rover, with 7 seats and a spacious interior. The 9 will, like the EV6, be based on Kia's sophisticated eGMP foundations, which include ultra-fast charging due to its 800-volt electrical system and a vehicle-to-load V2L capability that enables users to power 240-volt electric vehicles from their car. All-wheel drive will be required. When UK sales begin later next year, prices are expected to range between €48,000, $55,000, and €55,000, $62,000. Before we can see our last 3 cars, please give the video a thumbs up if you are enjoying the video. With that done, let's talk about the Mini Cooper. Mini has huge ambitions for electrifying its lineup, with a range of new models joining the battery-powered lineup. The first vehicle will be a straight replacement for the present 3-door Mini Electric. That will be available next year and manufactured in China rather than the UK, where the present model is now manufactured. The new model was designed in collaboration with the Chinese company Great Wall Motors, which employs the same underpinnings as the Aura Funky Cat. If you want your Mini to be less mini, you'll have to wait until 2024 for a completely electric Countryman. It, like the hatch, will shift production bases and be constructed at BMW's Leipzig facility, where it will roll down the same line that originally assembled the BMW i3. It will be larger than the present model, and will use the same basis as the future BMW iX1. In 2024, a third electric Mini is planned to enter the lineup. The new Clubman, based on the Aceman idea, is anticipated to be roughly comparable to the hatch version and will be a second model built in China. Let's move on and see our next car. Looking for a super EV? Here's one. The Elettra, described as a hyper SUV, is a long cry from the lightweight sports cars that have characterized the brand. On the other hand, Lotus asserts that the Elettra has absorbed design and technical ideas from previous models, promising to travel further and faster. Even the most basic models, which will cost approximately €100,000, $112,700, will have a power output of around 600 bhp and a 0 to 60 miles per hour pace of less than 3 seconds. Charging will also be quick, since the Elettra can take a 350 kilowatt supply. This is believed to increase the range of the 100 kilowatt-hour battery by 250 miles in a little over 20 minutes. On a full charge, the automobile should be able to go 373 miles. The best or nothing rules our number 1 car. The low-slung EQE Saloon, which has a silhouette similar to the Ioniq 6, is currently on the market, but its sport utility stablemate will have to wait until next year. This vehicle will make its global premiere in the middle of October. It will be a 5-seater, slotting underneath the larger, bells and whistles 7-seat EQS SUV, providing a more dynamic driving experience than the larger vehicle. Its creator also says that the EQE SUV would be one of the most spacious vehicles in its class. Expect lots of Merc EQ design cues in an interior that includes a huge center console and the possibility of a full-width digital dash. Air suspension and 4-wheel steering are 2 more technological features to keep an eye out for. The running gear will be identical to that of the EQE and the EQS Saloons, although rear-drive variants will be able to go 400 miles or more between charges. Expect bulldozer-like power from the AMG Performance dual-motor, all-wheel drive variant. Which among these cars are you looking to buy next year? Please share with us in the comments section about that. That concludes this video. That's all we had in store for you. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Until the next one, peace. I am out.